Hey everyone, it's Cory McCarthy and thank you for tuning in. This video will not be covering a vegan topic, but it certainly covers a very real health issue.
One that could be helped by veganism, of course.
Also one that very much affects Western civilization.
According to the CDC, 36.5% of US adults are obese, and as such are at risk for conditions like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer.
Keep in mind, this puts a burden on our healthcare system. As of 2008, according to the CDC, the estimated annual medical cost of obesity in the United States was a staggering $147 billion. But it's not just a US issue. It's spreading like a cancer across the West.
In the UK, 67% of men and 57% of women are either overweight or obese. And in broader Europe, according to the World Health Organization, over 50% of men and women are overweight, and roughly 23% of women and 20% of men are obese, at least as of 2008.
You get the idea. Now to the point of this video, which is more of a rant, really, in light of that data. Recently, Google Maps included a feature that would tell you how many calories you would burn if you had chosen to walk instead of drive. And to put this information into perspective,
the feature would equate the calorie burn of a given distance to a specific number of mini cupcakes consumed.
For some folks, a number doesn't mean fuck all, so painting a relatable picture actually helps. Over at my blog, with the rest of the references from this video, I've included some New York Times, New York Post, and Huffington Post articles about this topic. Of course, as to be expected nowadays, this Google Maps feature incited outrage from very sensitive people who are professionally offended by anything and everything and imagine oppression everywhere. In other words, absolute wimps who cannot face reality and require safe spaces from everything they don't agree with or like.
Notably, a very lovable bunch called third-wave feminists. I wonder if there's any controlled statistical data on feminism and cupcake consumption.
In any case, here are some of the cries of offense just for a good laugh.
Thank you for shaming me for my mini cupcake consumption, Google Maps.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Perhaps we should also remove warning labels from cigarettes because, you know, some smokers might actually get offended for their bad habit.
Lol. Every woman I know has been sexually assaulted, and Google Maps is telling me how many calories I'll burn on my walk to work.
Because cupcakes and sexual assault definitely deserve to be positioned in the same sentence. That was some virtue signaling acrobatics right there.
Apparently, Google Maps now tells you how many calories you'll burn on your route. How about let's not?
This last winner has even tagged the National Eating Disorder Association, likely in an attempt to tell on Google. If you don't like the feature, why not just ignore it instead of inevitably ruining it for others who might actually find it interesting or useful and or motivating?
Especially given the current state of health of the Western world, a very real problem that should not be ignored, glamorized, or fetishized.
Let's face it, there's going to be a lot of things in life that people inevitably won't like. Life is far from roses and rainbows. Part of being a functioning adult is realizing this fact, accepting it, and rolling with the punches, taking the good with the bad, learning, growing, and becoming a stronger person from life experiences.
Not running to hide in your safe space each and every time shit gets tough.
Or trying to shut something or someone down at every turn because you don't agree with them and or your feelings are hurt by the truth. Some things in life require tough love. And I'd say a bad habit that puts you at risk for a myriad of preventable diseases as well as higher national medical debt is certainly one of those.
Especially the latter, if your poor lifestyle decisions remotely affect my tax dollars. And the Western world is in dire need of a huge dose of man the fuck up right about now.
In fact, that sort of treatment is long overdue.
Unfortunately, due to the backlash received, Google did pull the feature.
The cries of a few ruined it for everyone. And this sort of shit won't ever cease if we refuse to stop pandering to these crybabies every fucking time they perceive a trespass, no matter how minor in the scheme of things.
Apparently, the Google Maps feature was just too triggering, shamey, useless and inaccurate, and it perpetuated a diet culture.
Given the obesity statistics here in the West, I am inclined to think we need a diet culture. Sort of like, given the number of weak-ass crybabies out there, a collapse, a civil war, or some other survival scenario might be beneficial in cleaning things up a bit. Lord knows that these sorts of pansies wouldn't survive one hot second in a real time of trouble, when no one would be coming to help them except themselves. After veganism, if there is anything I hope I've instilled upon my viewers with this channel, it's that proper diet and exercise are your friends. And I've supported that statement with research time after time after time on this channel. Turning a blind eye to a problem will not make it go away. Action is what solves problems. As I've said in videos before, if you are overweight or obese, but you are actively trying to fix that, more power to you. I support you 100%, and I hope that my channel helps you reach your goals in becoming a healthier and stronger person. And if I have helped you in this regard, I'd love to have you on my show to showcase your success and help motivate others. Hit me up in the comments, by email, or via Facebook Messenger, and we can discuss. I've done interviews on here before. However, if you are overweight or obese, but you would rather complain and attack instead of taking responsibility for your own health and life, go choke on a bag of dicks. Anyhow, this has been some real talk, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I definitely expect some heat for this from the usual suspects. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share it to spread the message. Furthermore, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell buttons to keep on top of my regular updates in this corner of YouTube. With that, I will thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.